topic of climate change, what is the obvious effect that Australia is facing in terms of climate change?
As an island continent, Australia suffers many challenges, many pressures as a result of the effects of what is generally ascribed to climate change. It's a fact of life that Australia covers quite a large landmass. We have a large sea area around us, so perhaps more than many other countries, we are subject to the impact of climate change effects. Like all other countries, Australia can't deal with these on its own. We can take some measures, but we need, as with all other countries, to work together. So Australia's strong focus is on ensuring that we meet our commitments under the Paris Agreement. We're very confident that we will meet and indeed probably break our commitments for 2020 under the Paris Agreement, and we're certainly well on track to meeting our commitments for 2030 under the Paris Agreement. But these are challenges, these are global challenges. No one country can solve climate change on its own. Australia does see the effects of climate change across a whole range of areas. We don't necessarily prioritise or say this one's worse than that one, but we do understand the need for a global response to the challenges of climate change.
Australia is the caretaker of one of the most, if not the most, one of the most important natural resources, which is the Great Barrier Reef. And it's seeing the effect of climate change, right? The coral bleach. You have also the plan to take care or tackle the problem?
Well, the Great Barrier Reef, as you say, is an iconic Australian natural feature. It's one that's recognised around the world. We have, as you mentioned, the Australian government and the Queensland State Government introduced in 2015 Barrier 2050 plan, Barrier Reef 2050 plan, which is designed to set out a management scheme to deal with all the pressures that the Barrier Reef faces. There are a large number of pressures that the Barrier Reef is subject to, and we need to have a holistic management plan that deals with all of those pressures in a precise and concise way. So at the moment, the plan we are implementing, there are 151 separate activities which need to be implemented by 2020, just by 2020. Now we're well on the way to implementing all of those and having those in place, and we're confident that the barrier, the Reef 2050 plan will provide that framework, will provide that mechanism in which all the various challenges that the reef faces will be dealt with. But it's a significant effort, but Australia is conscious that, as you said, we're the caretaker of this incredible natural feature, and we must do all we can to preserve it for future generations.
Okay, so is it everything according to the plan, to the time frame?
Everything is going according to plan at the moment, yes. We're very pleased that everything is working out. As I said, we have a challenging agenda to complete by 2020, but we think that will be done, and then we're confident that the remaining plan over the next 30 years to 2050 will be implemented.
So we are starting to see the change?
Well, I'm not sure if we can point to improvement. It's only been 2 years since the plan was implemented. This is obviously a very long-term, it's a 35-year plan to do how we can with the various challenges. So you can't expect things overnight, but we hope that it'll deliver the results that are required.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time
today.
today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.